everybody you talk to, everybody you've met, you remember something about that person.
I do.
And the next time you see that person, you will talk about that. How do you do that?
Well, I am fortunate that I do have a good memory, and that it is, I think it's a little unusual. Everybody says, it's so great, you have this great memory, and you know, but you see, I get happiness and satisfaction from this because I said to the students, would you mind if you sat in the same chair for just 2 weeks? That's all you have to do, just 2 weeks. And then after 2 weeks, I found that they'd stay in the same chair, which was great. So then I had my seating chart, so that in 2 weeks I knew everyone's name. For example, I remember where Mike Cascone, who was president of Blue Cross Blue Shield, he was in the 5th row in the 4th seat. And I remember David Stein, who started Burger King. I remember he was in the 1st row. He was actually auditing the class. He was in the 1st row in the 4th seat. And see, when I see them in meetings or downtown or anywhere, I'm thinking, they never remember where they sat. Not anyone ever remembers where they sat. I don't remember where I sat in college, but I do remember my professors who knew my name. But if you will just make some contact with anybody that you see or anything that you see, all you have to do is focus, and the key is focus. Because let's say you go into a room and you're meeting 10 people, and I want to know something about each person. Well, then I can't be talking with other people, and you've gone through lines, for example, I can still remember with VIPs and governors and so on, and they'll shake hands with you and they're looking at somebody else, you know, they're not going to remember. But if you look at somebody in the eyes and you may say, where's the soccer player? I know the soccer player here. Okay, all right. I'm going to always remember he played soccer. I'm attaching something with everybody that I meet. That's a good way, and memory books will teach you this too, that a good way for you to remember names of people is to, and it's better if you have a sense of humor too. If you attach that name to something about that person, you know, if the name is brown and they have brown eyes, it's easier. If they have blue eyes, you may mix it up. And I've done that too, actually. I have confused it. One time in an embarrassing situation. So it happens. But it actually, if you focus, it will help this. And I'm determined to keep that. I'm going to keep my brain. It is absolutely imperative to keep this going all the time. If you will do some very, very simple things, and these are simple. You don't have to be reading Shakespeare. It would help if you read Shakespeare, but maybe it wouldn't. But simple things like brushing your teeth with the other hand sometime during the week, and if you go to work, take different ways to work. Don't use the same ways to work all the time. The neurons will die if you have the same path in your brain, and you continue to do the same thing the way you've always done. Your neurons will die. And so just add a little adventure and zest to your life, even if it's something you eat, and maybe you want to eat it with your other hand, you know, instead of your right hand or left hand, whichever one you are. That's fun. It really is.